Hello, friends. It's Monday, it's cloudy, it's gonna rain later, whatever. I'm on 10th Avenue by FedEx. Ad for FedEx. Wonder if they'll advertise on my video. I don't know. I don't get to say who advertises on my video. Anyways, heading up to a friend's house. She's gonna be a bride. And she asked me to consult with her on something she wants to do with her wedding dress. So I'm going to consult with her. I don't know that I'm going to put hands on a wedding dress to fix or mend or adjust, because that's advanced stuff and it has to look great. I'm good with a costume. Going to look good for 10 feet away or on a 2-year-old for Halloween. I'm yours. But we'll see. I'm going to consult. Then get to go home and another friend's coming over. He's doing a whole thing with characters from the WWE wrestling situation. So he's wants to do one of those ornate robes. They come in with the feathers, with the crazy. He's got the robe. I've added a collar to it. I've added feathers around the collar. We need to do a fitting to put a belt on it and blah, blah, blah. So that's later. So it's a Monday of costumes, which is great. 2 more weeks before I start my full-time life of costumes on Diana, which is great. And remember the other day I said maybe we'll talk about wigs? Well, let's talk about wigs. The wig department on a Broadway show. So, in the vast, vast majority of the times, when you see someone on stage, or you see a woman on stage, a female identifying character on stage, she's got a wig on. Even if it's a contemporary show, even if it's hair that just looks like her hair, it is likely a wig. Because with a wig that has been designed and styled, it can always look exactly that way. It is not dependent on a woman showing up every day with her hair exactly that way. So it is most likely a wig, even if it looks like her hair. The other thing being, everybody's got a microphone on, most of the time, under their hair, wire up their neck, over the top, down to here, or possibly there, but mostly there. Yeah, sometimes we do the over the ear, but either way, like the guys will have to part their hair, feed the mic through, and hide it, which can lead to the little mic clips that have to go in the back of your hair to hold it. I know guys that have little teeny bald spots back that certain spot from doing a certain show for a certain amount of time. They're not thrilled. So it is certainly much easier to hide a microphone under a wig. So vast majority of the time, females especially are wearing wigs, and a lot of times the guys are. If they're the ensemble of a show, it is not unusual that they would have 4 or 5 or 7 different wigs throughout the evening of the show for different scenes, different characters, different moments. Period shows especially, you're going to have a ton of wigs. So that's a thing. Everybody's wig is set to their head shape, size, and the amount of hair they have when they start doing the show. So if you're a woman with long hair, you're going to come for your wig fitting. They're going to pin curl your... Oh my God, my friend Ralphie. We're going to have to continue this in a minute. Okay, where was I? That was my friend Ralphie. Anyways, when you go for your wig fittings for a show, whatever your hair looks like at the time... Now, this is very standard when Actors Equity, when people sign contracts to be in a show. The size you are, the way you look, that's the way we expect you to look. We have decided this is the look you're going to have for the run of the show. If it's something like a situation where the guys won't be wearing wigs, and it's a certain, like Book of Mormon, your hair has to look a certain way to be in this show. That's what you're going to... If you show up there with a beard and long hair, no, you're not playing a Mormon boy looking like that. You can play Jesus, who wears a wig and a beard. But, you know, so it is decided this is what you're going to look like. Okay, agreed upon. The hair department will also do haircuts on guys, and sometimes, well, not a lot likely women, but for the look of the show, like say the Mormon guys, if they wanted to use the hair department to like maintain that look, that is part of the contract, part of the job of the wig department. So anyways, woman with long hair goes for her wig fittings. They're going to pin curl your hair and put it up under a wig cap, which is that, you know, stocking cap. Then they're going to fit wigs over the top of that. So that wig is being fit over the size of your head with that amount of hair underneath it. So you must maintain that. Even though you wear a wig, 7 months later, you want to cut all your hair off. Well, no, your wigs will fit differently. You cannot do that. You're under contract to keep your hair... Oh, this is where I'm going. Keep your hair that way. If you decided with the wig department, can I color my hair that I only wear under wigs? I can't imagine they'd say no, but the shape of it, that's got to maintain. So the other thing about the wigs is They will be washed every night, thank God, just like the underwear. Think about it, they're sweating into the wigs and stuff. They will be washed every night. So you got to think about the work of every wig in the show being washed, reset on its wig block, recurled up and put into rollers or whatever it is for the style of it overnight, to then be brought out the next day to be brushed out, styled, pin curled, arranged. A lot of pins and stuff like that. So it is a lot to maintain the wigs on a show. Then again, let's talk understudies. Every understudy has their own wigs. So all of the wigs for all of those positions and all of those understudies, and you usually got 2 understudies per principal character. So say Carlotta in Phantom has 3 different wigs. Well, and 2 understudies. So that's 6 other wigs sitting, waiting, curled up and ready to go at a moment's notice if they're needed, blah, blah, blah. So it's a big machine once again. Getting wigs on and off. Now, some shows, you've got 1 wig for the whole show, so they can really pin it on you. And the fronts are usually, in vast majority of the time, a lace front. You know, the ventilated lace that is so fine you wouldn't see it from an audience. So it looks like a hairline. And pinned on and possibly glued at the side of your lace and pins. In the back, especially in situations where the wigs are going to be changed often, it may not be pinned except at the back of your neck. It might slip on, pin at the back. And the big U-shaped pins, not a bobby pin, like the big U-shaped ones. There's big fat ones that they'll call them geisha pins. I guess it's because like when you see like the geishas with like sticks, you know, whatever in the head, it can kind of be crossed. They'll take those big ones and they'll bend them slightly and they'll call them escape pins. So they can go in the back of your neck, but it's kind of giving it a little handle that you wouldn't see from an audience. But when it comes for a quick change, they can just find those pins, grab them, wig off, next wig on. So that's a whole nother universe too. There's a million hairpins laying around the floor of every Broadway theater. I go home and there's a hairpin in the middle of my floor. So again, wig department is, also if you're hungry, go to the wig department. There's always food over there. Also, if you need gossip, go to the wig department. There's gossip in there. Also, wig people can be crazy. I'm sorry, my wig friends, but you know you all sit in that room breathing hairspray all day. Some of you are cuckoo bananas, even more so than wardrobe, and that's saying a lot. I'm looking for my friend's building while I'm running my mouth. Anyways, what else can I say about the wig department? Nothing really, that's about it. Also, that wig department blends into makeup and prosthetics. Something like the Beast makeup person is part of that department. The Phantom's makeup, part of that department. Alphaba and her greenness, part of that universe. So anyways, there's a whole nother world of Broadway for you to ponder and consider. And we will talk again. Bye now.